What's up, guys? So today we got a box from Premium Aquatics, so we're going to go ahead and open it up and take a look at what we got inside. Usually these boxes have a pull tab. Alright, Tunze Care Boost. And we got the Care Magnet. So Tunze, absolutely great company. Have a lot of their products. The ATO, the Osmolator, is probably one of the best auto top offs in the game. Haven't had the opportunity of taking a look at the Tunze Care Magnet. From what I've heard, it has some pretty awesome features that is going to be both for glass and acrylic aquariums. You just need to pay attention to what blade you're using. User's manual, a couple of them. Probably a couple different languages there. And then we got, it's a pretty awesome little device. Magnet, so you want to definitely be careful with magnets. This is the dry end. It has a felt on it, so it's not going to cause any damage to the outside of your aquarium. Then we have the inside. Alright, so I'm going to take a quick look at the user's guide to figure out what we're working with here and see what all this other stuff's about. Alright, so I gave the instructions manual a read over. One thing that I wasn't actually aware of after going through the user's guide was that there are 4 different models with this scraper. You have the Nano, then you have the Long like this one, then there's the Strong and the Strong Plus, and each one of them has the ability, and let me see if I can find it real quick. I think it's towards the back of the book. So it talked about in this section of the user's manual what the appropriate scraper for what size tank that you have. They have the Nano, which can handle up to a 1/4 inch thick of glass. This is the Care Magnet Long, which can handle up to 3/8 of an inch, which most of your standard aquariums are going to be going with the Long. And then you have the Strong, which is up to 1/2 inch to 3/4, and then you have the Strong Plus, which is 3/4 up to an inch thick. So Tunze's got you covered as far as the scraper game goes. Now, a couple things that I liked about this as I was looking it over is you have the felt on this side. This handle is incredibly thin, which I've been a long-term flipper fan. I haven't had the opportunity to take a look at the Tunze Care Magnet, but what I'm liking a lot about this design is how narrow it is. So when you're not using this, and if you leave it in the tank, me personally, I don't like leaving my scrapers in the tank, but some folks do. And what I really like about this is how small this actually is. So if you had it in an aquarium, you could kind of just have it up in the corner, and a lot of people aren't even going to notice that it's in there. A couple other things that I noticed about it is you have, let me get this bottom magnet off here. Strong magnets, always be careful with magnets. It has a scraper on both sides. I said earlier that this is for both acrylic and glass, and after reading the user's manual, it says that it's mostly for glass, and you can use it with acrylic up to a certain degree. In those cases, they recommend that you only use the small blade, which when you feel them, I don't really know if there is a difference, but there kind of feels like there's a little bit of a difference in the 2 magnets. One thing I do like about this is you have the ability to push these 2 tabs in, pop out this insert right here, if I can, there you go. And then there's a blade, which is included on the back of the user's manual. Pops right in there. You put the tabs back in the holes, and it holds it in place, so then you have a blade for extra aggressive scraping. Another thing that's important to mention about this, and if you can kind of see, is you have these curved edges. Now these curved edges are by design. So when you're on those corners of your aquarium, that beveled edge right there is going to dig into your silicone and damage your silicone. So that has been put in there to protect your silicone on your corners. And it's a really aggressive blade, and I bet that this could do some pretty serious damage on some algae on your tanks, even coralline. One thing that I'm absolutely loving about these blades, not only that they have that kind of beveled edge to them so they're not going to dig at your silicone, is how easy they are to actually pull out and replace. You have to pull it in the correct way. It's almost like straight off is the way to do it. For most use, they said that these blades are going to last you for anywhere from 6 months to a year. They give you replacements in the box that comes with it. About 2 years worth of expected life with this scraper, which is pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited about that. And then they got something that's going to change the game. Now, I don't know exactly. For those of you that are looking for a floating care magnet, you have these foam inserts, which that's pretty awesome looking, I'm going to say. That is going to help keep your magnet from falling into the dirt and not being able to retrieve it if you didn't have the ability to do that. They give you a whole bunch of attachment pieces. Just plugs in there. If you look at this, you might be worried about, you know, that dragging on the bottom. That's not going to happen because the way that these blades are designed, they actually come down further than, it's kind of hard to pick up. They go a little bit past the base of the magnet, so that you're not going to be dragging. Any of this is not going to be in contact with the glass wall. I think it's 3 millimeters is what I read. So right here you got a pretty good way of going through and scraping your glass. Then for those folks that are worried, whoops, I just pulled that right off. Those folks that are worried about this magnet falling into the dirt and not being able to retrieve it, now you got a float. This guy's going to float around. You're going to be able to grab it with your magnet, get it back up on the wall of the glass, and be in good shape. So pretty impressed overall with the Tunze Care magnet. Tunze's put a lot of thought into this product, and I think that, you know, from a minimalist standpoint, I think that this is going to be a lot more better looking in an aquarium as opposed to some other options that are out there. And the fact that you have, you know, some glass blades on there, they're going to be able to take on just about every type of algae out there and last for up to a year. And then you got replacement blades that come with it. This is a pretty solid product that is going to definitely take care of you. Make sure that you have what you need to scrape all the algae off your glass aquarium. So guys, that's going to do it for our look at the Tunze Care magnet. If you want to take a look at any of these products, there's going to be links in the description below. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time right here with a brand new video.